fuel. Okay? So, itong formula ni heating value, so hindi ko na 'to i-asama sa inyo. Okay? So, kasi masyado na siyang pang-broad in terms of mechanical. Okay? So, pero ito yung formula para makuha si heating value of fuel. Okay? So, empirical formula 'to. Okay? So, 41130 plus 139.6 times degree API. Okay? So, ang degree API, ginigiven siya based sa fuel. So, specification ni fuel yung degree API. Okay? And then, another formula is yung volume displacement natin. Okay? So, kung gaano yung volume na nararating nung ating piston from the bottom dead center to the top dead center. Okay? So, ang volume displacement is denoted as V sub D. Okay? And then, ang formula niya is LAN NC KA. Okay? So, pero yung binigay ko sa inyo nung nakaraan, parang LAN, N sub C, N sub P. Okay? So, same lang naman yon. Kahit anong gamitin nyo, okay lang, as long as alam nyo kung ano yung meaning nun. Okay? So, yung L natin dito is the stroke, okay? Or yung length nung piston natin, while si A is yung area. Okay? Area ng cylinder natin or yung cylinder is pi over 4 d squared. Okay? And then yung d dito is syempre yung bore diameter natin. Okay? So diameter. And then yung n naman dito is the engine speed. While C or yung N sub C, yung binigay ko sa inyo previously, is the number of cylinders. While si K is the stroke factor. Okay? So kapag sa problem, naka-indicate na 4 stroke, ang stroke factor na gagamitin nyo or K is 1/2. Okay? And then kapag naman naka-indicate na 2 stroke, 1 lang yung stroke factor na gagamitin natin. And then, yung letter A naman dito, or yung N sub P, A, is the number of piston action or piston acting. Okay? And then, another formulas. Okay? So, formula ng piston speed natin is B sub P equals 2ln. Okay? So, L is length, again, N is engine speed. And then we have the general formula for power. Okay? Ang general formula natin doon is always mean effective pressure or P sub M times yung VD natin na volume displacement. So again, kapag gusto mong kunin si indicated power, so ang mean effective pressure mo dito must be also indicated. Kapag gusto mong kunin si brake power or pinapahanap si brake power, ang mean effective pressure mo dito must be also brake mean effective pressure. Okay? So, kung ano yung subscript mo dito sa power, ayun din yung subscript mo dito sa mean effective pressure. Okay? So, ganun lang yon. Ang kailangan nyo lang tandaan is the general formula. The power is equals to mean effective pressure times the volume displacement. Okay? Okay, and then, sige, muna tayo dyan. Wait lang. Punta tayo sa isang slides natin. Ito na lang. Okay, so continue tayo. Okay, so dito na lang tayo sa pinresent ko sa inyo last meeting. Okay? So, ito pa rin yun. So, ang formula natin sa air-fuel ratio, okay, so, from the word itself, air-fuel ratio, if gusto nating malaman kung ilang percent or kung gaano karaming amount ng air yung meron sa ating fuel, so ang gagamitin natin po is air-fuel ratio. Okay? So, kilogram of air or mass ni air over mass ni fuel. Okay? And then, ito yung kanina, sinabi ko sa inyo. And then, we have the volumetric efficiency, wherein yung volume ni air over volume displacement natin. Okay? So, again, recalling of formulas lang tayo, ha? Okay? And then, ito yung iba nating formula, the piston speed, the general formula for power, then the formula for indicated power, and then the formula for brake power. And then, meron tayong formula for mean effective pressure. Okay, so we're in, again, so medyo, na to, scope ng ME. So, hindi na rin natin siya pagpapakusan. Okay, so pero, ang formula ng mean effective pressure natin dito is, imumultiply nyo lang yung area of indicator card diagram times sa spring scale over yung length ng indicator card diagram. So, itong mga to is ginigiven naman siya sa problem. Okay, so para makuha si mean effective pressure. Okay? And then, another formula is the friction power. So, di ba sabi ko sa inyo, if naalala nyo, okay, so bago tayo magkaroon ng brake power, meron tayong tinatawag na friction power. Okay, so due to losses. Okay, so kaya ang formula natin kay friction power is indicated power, bawasan mo siya ng brake power. Okay, so ayun yung ating friction power. Okay, and then for the efficiency, okay, so we have the mechanical efficiency. So ang lagi niyo tatandaan, mechanical efficiency always involved yan si brake power. Kasi ang mechanical efficiency, nangyayari yan kapag meron tayong shafting. Okay, so nagkakaroon tayo ng mechanical efficiency. So, dito, okay, so si indicated power, kino-convert natin siya into brake power. And yung napoproduce natin or kung paano natin malalaman kung gaano ka-efficient yung pag-convert ni brake power or pag-convert ni indicated power to brake power, okay? So ang basis natin doon is mechanical efficiency. Okay, again, ang general formula natin for efficiency is output over input. And for the mechanical efficiency, ang output natin is si brake power, while si input natin is indicated power. Kaya ang formula natin for mechanical efficiency is brake power or P sub B over the indicated power or the P sub I. Okay? And then, for the electrical or generator efficiency, okay, so dito naman tayo. Okay, so kaya nga electrical, so dito tayo kay generator or kay generated power. Okay, so gaano ka-efficient yung engine natin na ma-convert si mechanical into electrical. Okay, so again, efficiency natin, general formula is output over input. So, output natin is generated power or P sub G over input natin na brake power, P sub B. Okay? So, ito yung formula natin for electrical or generator efficiency. Okay? E sub G is equals to P sub G over P sub B. Okay? And then, another efficiency. Okay? So, and then, pwede rin namang naka in terms of heat supplied by fuel. Okay? So, indicated thermal efficiency, so or the E sub Ti, is equals to indicated power over the heat supplied by fuel. So makikita nyo dito kapag ang hinahanap is thermal efficiency, so lahat ng naka-over sa atin is heat supplied by fuel. So again, yung nasa taas is power. So thermal efficiency, so general formula natin dito, thermal efficiency is equals to power over heat supplied by fuel. So kapag ang hinahanap is indicated thermal efficiency, ang power natin is indicated. Kapag ang hinahanap is break thermal efficiency, ang power natin is break power. And then kapag hinahanap si combined or overall thermal efficiency, so ang power natin po doon is yung combined or yung generator power. And then, another formula. Kung kanina thermal, ito naman is engine. So pag sinabi nating thermal, ideal siya. So hindi pa tayo masyado nagko-consider ng mga losses. Unlike kay engine, andito na yung mga losses. So kapag naman ang hinahanap is engine efficiency, ang pinaka-main formula natin doon is engine efficiency is equals to thermal efficiency over the cycle efficiency. Okay? So kapag indicated, so syempre yung thermal efficiency na gagamitin natin dito sa taas is indicated din. Kapag brake engine efficiency, yung thermal efficiency natin will also be brake. And then, kapag naman brake or overall engine efficiency, ang gagamitin natin is yung combined thermal efficiency. Okay? So, and then, if ma-recall nyo, yung ideal or cycle efficiency ni diesel, so bawat cycle is may kanya-kanya yang formula ng efficiency. So for the diesel, ang formula natin is 1 minus RC raised to K minus 1 over RK raised to K minus 1 times yung K times RC minus 1. So ang RC natin dito or yung R sub C is the cut-off ratio. So di ba binigay ko sa inyo yung formula nun na V sub 3 or yung volume at point 3 over volume at point 2. So ibig sabihin, ang minimeasure lang po natin kay cut-off ratio, so yung ratio kung kailan nag-end mag-inject ng fuel, over doon sa starting point ng pag-i-inject ng fuel. And then yung K natin dito, so K ng air is 1.4. So dapat memorize yun kasi kapag hindi yun given, so kapag dapat alam nyo na kapag air, so always ang K natin standard is 1.4. And then yung R sub K natin dito, so is sinatawag nating compression ratio. So B sub 1 minus B sub 2. So kasi sa point 1 to point 2, doon nangyayari yung pag-compress nung air natin. So kaya B sub 1 over B sub 2. And then we have the formula for specific fuel consumption. So ang papansin nyo naman dito, so general formula natin is specific fuel consumption is equals dun sa mass flow rate ng fuel over the power. So kapag ang hinahanap po natin is indicated specific fuel consumption, ang nasa baba or yung power na gagamitin natin is also indicated. Kapag brake specific fuel consumption, yung nasa baba, okay, so yung power na gagamitin natin is brake power. Okay? And then kapag combined specific fuel consumption, yung nasa baba or yung power na gagamitin natin is also combined or yung generator power. Okay? And then we also have the formula for heat rate. Okay? So for heat rate, general formula po natin is heat rate is equals to QS or the heat supplied by fuel over the power. Okay? So again, ganun pa rin. Kapag ang hinahanap is indicated heat rate, yung power na gagamitin natin must be also indicated power. Kapag brake heat rate, yung nasa baba, okay, so pansinin nyo yung mga nasa baba niya, denominator, okay, so ang power natin is brake power. Kapag naman combined heat rate, yung nasa baba or the denominator must be also generator power din. Okay? So ayun yung mga formulas natin. Okay? So, ang kailangan lang tanda, okay, so is yung pinaka-general formula natin. Okay? So, ilan yun? So, sa heat rate, so 1, okay, 1, and then fuel, specific fuel consumption, 2, okay, and then the engine efficiency, 3, then the thermal efficiency, 4, okay, and then the efficiency, okay, efficiency ng system natin, 5, okay, and then, ano pa? And then yung power natin, general formula ng power is 6. Okay? So yung general formula na dapat tandaan is 6 lang. Okay? So again, hindi nyo kailangan kabisaduhin lahat to. Okay? So ang kailangan lang nakabisaduhin na general formula is 6. Okay? So nagbabago-bago lang naman yon based sa kung ano yung hahanapin natin. Okay? Again, indicated, indicated. Brake, brake. Combine, generator. So kailangan lang consistent yung pag-analyze nyo or yung ilalagay nyo dun sa formula. Okay? Okay, so before tayo sagot ng mga problem, may question ba sa formula? Eh, wala bang may question? Okay, sige. Thank you. Okay. So, sige. Mag-solve tayo ng problem. Okay. So, para mas maganda, okay, so if kaya nyong mag-solve dyan, okay, so sabay kayong mag-solve sa akin. Okay, so ang ginawa ko dito, inisa-isa ko muna siya para mas maintindihan nyo. Eh, hindi muna, mamaya na tayo dun sa parang mahabang problem. Okay? So, for number 1 problem, okay, what is the heat that can be supplied by 39 kilogram per hour diesel fuel whose heating value is 43,912 kilojoule per kilogram. Okay? So wala ko ditong wala akong nahiram na pentab. So, medyo sana maintindihan nyo. Okay, so pero yung makakasagot na, okay, so pwedeng ilagay nyo siya sa message natin or dun sa chat box. Okay, so para makita ko kung nakakapag-answer din kayo. Meron. Wait lang ha.
Meron daw siya, pero may tawag ka konti lang.
Ano lang doon?
Para lang gumana ng ulat.
Hindi mo gagamitin yan, sir?
Sabi ni Sir Pat doon.
Bili mo na daan na lang.
Kape lang, sir.
Kape lang, sir. Hindi mo kailangan. Bigay.
Ang hirap kasi pag ganyan.
Magkano ito doon?
Sabi naman dito.
Okay.
Diesel pa to.
Nagagalit ito ako sa mga sa. Huwag na mag-uus. Ito pa na, kung sa'yo.
Pagkakama mo doon, sir, doon ay mag-ano.
Oo, magbuksan mo na yung app na yun. Set up mo yung ano. Set up mo yung ano, yung gano'n kapag gusto mo. So,
Sorry, sir.
Parang yung sa pasok sa pasok sa gobyerno. Parang i-mark yung open mo doon sa ano, di ba? Tapos i-screen share mo yun.
Hindi automatic yun sir. Kapag nakasaksak natin, nakaset up mo na yun. Yung okay lang. Automatic. Bukas ka na lang ng ano. Parang work ka sa susunod.
PowerPoint, sir. Thank you, sir.
300 lang daw.
Thank you. Wait lang.
Kaya pa na masabi mo hindi ko
Wait lang ha, i-ano ko lang, connect ko lang yung ano. Okay, so sorry. Okay, so proceed tayo. Okay, so again, number 1. Okay, so what is the diesel? What is the heat that can be supplied by 39 kilogram per second diesel fuel whose heating value is 43,912 kilojoule per kilogram. So first thing to do, okay, so is to identify, okay, so yung mga given natin. Okay, so yan. So may nakakuha na ng tama. So si MJ, yan. So tama yan, no? Okay, so again, first na gawin natin is hanapin muna natin or isulat natin kung ano yung mga given sa problem. So first, okay, so etong 39 kilogram per hour of diesel fuel. So ano ba yon? Okay, so yung 39 kilogram per hour diesel fuel. So from the word itself, diesel fuel, so yan po is okay, so MF is equals to 39 kilogram per hour. So, ayan yung mass flow rate ng fuel natin. So, binigyan tayo ng heating value ng fuel. Sabi dyan, ang heating value daw natin is 43,912 kilojoule per kilogram. So, ang hinahanap sa atin, what is the heat that can be, okay, so that can be supplied. Okay, so yan. So, ibig sabihin, ang hinahanap dito sa problem na to is QS. Okay, so and then, after identifying kung ano yung mga given natin, kung ano yung unknown, second thing to do is alamin kung ano yung gagamitin nating formula. Okay, so hinahanap si heat supplied by fuel. Meron tayong mass flow rate ng fuel, meron tayong heating value ng fuel. So, formula natin for QS, okay, so is simply mass flow rate ni fuel times heating value ni fuel. So, given to, makukuha natin si unknown, which is yung QS. So, okay. So, okay, so solve natin. So, QS is equals to MF times QH. So, given lahat. So, plug in lang natin lahat yan. So, mass flow rate natin, 39 kilogram per hour. Okay. Then, QH natin or heating value ng fuel is 43,912 kilojoule per kilogram. So, magka-cancel si kilogram. Okay. Matitirang unit natin is naka kilojoule per hour. Okay. So, pag nakuha nyo yung answer dito, convert natin siya into second. Okay? So, ang unit dapat natin dito is kilojoule per second or kilowatt. Okay? So, sa 1 hour, meron tayong 3,600 seconds. So, magka-cancel si hour. Magiging unit natin is in kilojoule per second or kilowatt. Okay? So, ito yung unit natin. So, computin natin, 39 times 43,912, divide natin sa 3,600. Okay? So, ang answer natin doon, okay, so will be, ilan yan? 4, okay, so 475.71 kilowatt. Okay? So, ito yung final answer natin. Okay, nakasunod ba? May question ba? Okay, so nakasunod. Okay, so check natin if tama yung answer natin. Okay, so yan, answer natin is 475.71 kilowatt. Okay, so yung iba mag-try din ha. Okay, so yan. Okay, so next, number 2. The density of air entering the engine is 1.19 kilogram per cubic meter, whose volume flow rate is 0.51 cubic meter per second. If the mass flow rate of fuel is 121.38 kilogram per hour, what is the air-fuel ratio? Okay? So, tinatanong dito is air-fuel ratio. So, wait lang. Mag-insert tayo ng okay. So, answer natin to. Okay. So, binigyan tayo ng okay. So, again, first thing to do is to identify the given. Okay. So, binigyan tayo dito ng density. Sabi ang density daw natin, okay, so is 1.19 kilogram per cubic meter. Binigyan din tayo ng flow rate na 0.51 cubic meter per second. And then, binigyan naman tayo ng mass flow rate ng fuel na 121.39 kilogram per hour. Okay? Unknown natin, pinapahanap ano yung air-fuel ratio. So, gusto nating malaman, doon sa fuel natin, gaano ba karaming air yung present. Okay? So, ang hinahanap dito is simply A over F. Okay? So, air-fuel ratio. Okay? So, let's answer. Okay? So, lagay ko muna dito yung mga baguhin natin. Okay? So, lagay muna natin dito yung mga given. Okay? So, given natin, sabi kanina, binigyan tayo ng density. Okay? So, ang density daw na air na papasok sa engine natin is 1.19 kilogram. Okay? So, kilogram per cubic meter. Okay? And then, sabi, yung air daw na yun, ang volume flow rate daw, okay? Volume flow rate daw ng air is 0.51 cubic meter per second. Okay? And then, binigyan tayo ng another properties ng fuel, which is yung mass ni fuel. Sabi, ang mass daw ni fuel is 121.38 kilogram per hour. Okay? So, ito yung given natin. Tatlong given, hinahanap is air-fuel ratio. Okay? So, alam natin yung formula ng air-fuel ratio natin na mass ni air over mass ni fuel. Meron tayong given na mass ni fuel which is 121.38 kg per hour. Okay, so pero wala tayong mass ni air. So, first thing to do is to find or to solve yung mass ni air. Okay? So, mass ni air. Okay? So, recall yung mga fundamentals na subject nyo. Okay? So, ano ba yung formula ni mass with relation to density? Okay? So, again, ano ba yung formula ni mass na
Density
involves?
times volume.
Okay? So, simply, density times volume. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, mass ni air is equal to density ni air times volume ni air. Okay? So, or galing yan sa density is equals to mass over volume. So, kapag in-isolate natin si mass, formula natin is density times volume. Okay? So, given tayo ng density ni air. Okay? And then, given din yung volume ni air, volume flow rate. Okay? So, makukuha na natin yung mass ni air. So, solve natin. Okay? So, mass ni air is equals to given density ni air 1.19 kilogram per cubic meter. Given din yung volume ni air which is 0.51 cubic meter per second. Okay? So, magka-cancel si cubic meter per second. So, makukuha natin si mass ni air which is, okay, so 1.19 times 0.51. Okay? So, it is 0.6069 kilogram per second. Okay? So, ito daw yung mass ni air. Pero ang gusto nating malaman, air-fuel ratio. So, gagawin natin, yung nakuha nating mass ni air is i-divide natin sa mass ni fuel. Okay? So, pero, okay, so makikita nyo, okay, na yung unit natin, okay, so ito, unit ng mass ni air is naka-kilogram per second. Unit ng mass ni fuel is naka-kilogram per hour. So, dapat consistent yung unit natin. Okay? So, before natin siya ilagay doon sa ating formula. Okay? So, take note natin to, 0.60.69 kilogram per second. Okay? So, insert na lang ako para hindi siya ma-delete. Okay? So, ang mass ni air natin is 0.6069 kg per second. Ang mass ni fuel is 121.38 kg per hour. Okay? So, let's solve for the air-fuel mixture or ratio. Sorry. Okay? So, air-fuel ratio. Hirap lang. Okay. So, let's solve. So, knowing na ang mass ni air is 0.60. Okay, so 6.69 kilogram per second. Okay, and then ang mass ni fuel natin given as 121.38 kilogram per hour. So, convert natin to into kilogram per second para consistent yung unit natin. Okay, so again, sa 1 hour, meron tayong 3,600 seconds. Cancel si R. Okay? So, ang mass ni fuel natin will be 0.034 kilogram per second. Okay? So, now let's solve for the air-fuel ratio. Okay? So, air-fuel ratio, mass ni air over mass ni fuel. Okay, mass ni air, nakuha natin as 0.6069 kilogram per second. So, divide natin sa mass ni fuel, which is 0.034 kilogram per second. So, ito, kilogram ni air and kilogram ni fuel. Okay? So, magka-cancel yan pareho kasi ratio. So, kapag ratio, wala talaga siyang unit. Pero, nilalagyan lang natin siya ng unit na kilogram air over kilogram of fuel para ma-identify natin na it is an air-fuel ratio. Okay? So, answer natin, air-fuel ratio will be, okay, so, si MJ lang nagsasagot sa inyo. Yung iba, try din ha. Okay? So, answer natin will be 17.99 or 18. Okay? So, pwede na natin yan lang nawala. Okay? Nawala. Okay? So, nawala. So, gawin yung basis na lang yung kay MJ. Okay? So, sinadaman niya sa GC. So, air-fuel ratio natin. Okay, so lagay ko na lang. Okay, 0.6069 kilogram per second over mass ng fuel natin na 0.034 kilogram per second. So, answer natin will be, yun lang. Wala, ayaw talaga. Okay, air-fuel ratio natin is 18. Ayan. Wait lang ha. Okay, so 18. Wait lang. Okay, so air-fuel ratio is 18 kilogram of air over kilogram of fuel. Okay, so ayan yung answer natin. Okay, so na-compute natin na air-fuel ratio. Okay, so sa mixture daw ng fuel, okay, so ang present na air doon is 18 kilogram. Okay, so may question ba sa number 2? Okay, so walang question. Okay, thank you. Okay, so ngayon, punta tayo number 3. Okay, so number 3, determine the piston displacement of 35 cm by 45 cm for stroke 1,200 RPM or revolution per minute, 8-cylinder diesel engine. Okay, so again, first thing to do is to identify the given and then the unknown. Okay? So dito, okay, so unahan natin kung ano yung unknown. Sabi, ano daw yung piston displacement. Okay, so ibig sabihin, ang hinahanap natin dito is BD. Okay, so piston displacement, volume displacement, isa lang yun. Okay, so ang hinahanap sa problem na to is BD. Okay, so binigyan tayo ng sukat ng ating cylinder. Okay, or ng piston natin. Okay, so sabi dyan, 35 cm by 45 centimeter. So, ang sinasabi ko sa inyo, kung ano yung nauna, ayun lagi si bore. Okay? So, tandaan yan ha. Kung ano yung nauna, ayun lagi si bore or si diameter. Okay? So, dito sa 35 centimeter by 45 centimeter, okay? So, etong 35 centimeter is the bore. Okay? So, bore yan or diameter. While si 45 centimeter is the length. Okay? So, length yan. Tapos, binigyan tayo ng 4 stroke. So, ang factor natin dito, ang stroke factor natin dito is ilan? Ilan kapag 4? Limot na? 1?
1.5.
So, 1/2. Okay? And then, binigyan din tayo ng RPM. So, ito yung speed natin. Ito yung N. Okay? So, ang number of cylinder is 8. Okay? So, next thing to do, ano yung formula na gagamitin natin? So, formula natin, na-recall natin kanina is LAN, NC, NP. Okay? And then, ang formula ng area natin is, syempre, 5/4 d squared. Okay? So, meron ba tayong length? Meron, given. Etong 45 centimeter. Meron ba tayong diameter? Meron. Meron tayong bore, 35 centimeter. Okay? Meron ba tayong speed? Meron, 1,200 RPM. Okay? And then, number of cylinder, meron din, given as 8. Okay? And then, ang piston acting, okay? So again, kapag wala namang sinabi kung ilang piston acting or action, always 1 yon. Okay? So, kumpleto tayo lahat. So, makukuha natin yung pinapahanap na piston displacement. Okay? Direct sub, unit analysis, makukuha na si piston or si volume displacement. Okay? So, wait lang. Okay? So, tuloy natin. So, BD is equals to L. Yung area natin is pi over 4 d squared. Then, yung N, number of cylinder and number of piston acting. Okay? Okay? So, again, dapat na maging unit natin dito is in cubic meter per second. Okay, and then pero pala sa exam, pag hindi naka-indicate sa problem kung anong unit, okay, so any unit is accept ko as long as tama yung sagot and conversion. Pero kapag nakalagay sa problem na find the volume displacement in cubic meter per second, so kahit tama yung conversion, kapag hindi ganon yung unit nakuha, okay, so mali yun. Okay? So dito wala naman nakalagay, pero ang dapat na makuha natin, okay, is in cubic meter per second. Okay? So, magkakaroon tayo dito syempre ng conversion. Okay? So, ang magandang gawin nyo before nyo siya ilagay doon sa pinaka-formula natin, mag-convert na tayo. Okay, so para hindi tayo magkamali and hindi masyadong marami yung numbers and units na ilalagay nyo dun sa pinaka-formula nyo. Okay? So, ganoon natin. So, etong 35 centimeter. Okay? So, this is the diameter. Diba? 35 centimeter. Okay? So, convert na natin yan into meter. So, sa 1 meter, meron tayong 100 centimeter. Okay? So, diameter natin is equal to 0.35 meter. Okay? And then, yung length naman natin is 45 centimeter. So, divide 100, it is 0.45 meter. Okay? And then, 1,200 revolution per minute. So, naka-minute. So, let's convert it into seconds. Okay? So, N natin is 1,200 RPM or revolution per minute. So, sa 1 minute, meron tayong seconds. Okay? So, naka-over minute yan. So, nasa taas si minute, nasa baba si seconds para mag-cancel si minutes. Okay? So, magiging 1,200 revolution per minute times 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So, cancel natin. Okay? Okay? Okay, so if hindi pala nakakasunod ha, magtanong kayo ng question or sabihan kung saan nalilito. Okay? So, N natin will be 20 RPS or revolution per second. Okay? So, yan. Kompleto na tayo. Nakapag-convert na tayo. So, ready na para mag-plug in ng mga given. Okay? So, punta tayo sa pinaka-formula natin. Okay? So, BD, length natin kanina, nakuha natin siya or given as 45 cm. We convert it into meter, so 0.45 meter. Okay, and then for our area, pi over 4, diameter natin in meter is 0.35 meter, then naka-squared. Okay? And then yung N natin, na-convert na natin siya ng naka-per second, so 20 revolution per second. Okay? Then, number ng cylinder natin is 8. Ay, kulang pala to. May K pa pala yan. Is 8. Okay? Piston acting 1. Walang given. K stroke factor is 1/2. Okay? So, kapag unit analysis, meter times meter squared is cubic meter per second. So, magiging unit natin is in cubic meter per second. So, si revolution, okay, so hindi naman na nilalagay yun. Okay? So, ilan to? Okay, 0.45 times pi over 4 times 0.35 squared times 20 times 8 times 1/2. Okay? So, makukuha yung answer doon is 3.46 cubic meter per second. Okay? So, ayan. Nakuha ni Troy. Okay? So, that will be our final answer for volume displacement. Okay? So, yung iba sagot din ha. Okay, so ayan. Dalawa yung nakakuha. Okay? So, yung iba dito, okay, so nalilito, minsan naka-squared to, pero hindi nila ini-squared yung number na nasa loob. Okay? So, madalas ay yung nagiging common mistake ng mga students. So, kapag naka-squared yan, dapat itong answer mo dito sa loob is naka-square din. And also, yung unit mo, naka-square din yan. Okay? So, check natin if tama. So, yan. So, final answer natin is 3.46 cubic meter per second. Okay? So, may question? Okay, so walang question. Okay, so if wala, proceed tayo sa number 4. Wait lang. Okay, so for number 4, the cylinder diameters of an 8-cylinder single-acting 4-stroke diesel engine are 750 millimeter, and the stroke is 1,125 millimeter. Okay? The indicated mean effective pressure in the cylinder is 586 kilopascals when the engine is running at 110 revolution per minute. Okay? Calculate the indicated power. Okay? Okay? So again, let's identify the given. Okay? So first, binigyan tayo 8 cylinder. Wait lang, baguhin ko lang yung color. Okay? So, binigyan tayo ng 8 cylinder. So, ito is number ng cylinder or NC. Okay? And then, single acting. Okay, so dito ko na nalagay pala. Baba. Okay, so NC natin is given as 8. Number ng cylinder. Single acting, so piston acting is 1. Then sabi dyan, 4-stroke diesel engine. So our K or stroke factor must be 1/2. Okay? And then binigyan tayo ng, sabi, the cylinder diameter is 750 millimeter. Okay? So, diameter natin is 750 millimeter. Okay? So, convertin natin yan into meter. Okay? So, sa 1 meter, meron tayong 1,000 millimeter. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, 750 divide nyo sa 1,000, 0.75 meter. Okay? And then, sabi dyan, the stroke is 1,125 millimeter. Okay? So, ano yun? Ano yung sinasabi diyang 1,125 millimeter?
Length.
Okay, so yan is length.
Length.
Okay? Yan. Okay, so tandaan, bore is diameter, stroke is length. Okay? Sabi, 1,125 millimeter. So again, convert natin yan into meter. Divide lang sa 1,000. Okay, so it is 1.125 meter. Okay? And then, yan. So, binigyan din tayo ng indicated.
Ma'am, hindi po ba, excuse me po.
Ay, yes. Ano yun?
Ay, wala ma'am, okay po.
Okay na. Sige. Okay. So, binigyan din tayo ng indicated mean effective pressure na 586 kilo Pascal. So, ayan yung ating PMI. So, sabi, it is 586 kilo pascals. Okay? So sabi dyan, when the engine is running at 110 revolution per minute. So ayan yung engine speed natin. So 110 revolution per minute. Okay? So, convert na natin yan into second. Okay? So, kasi usually, okay, so kapag hinahanap is power, mostly in SI, ang unit natin is in kilowatt. So, kilojoule per second, okay, so dapat naka-second tayo. Okay? So, 110, divide natin siya sa 60. Okay? So, para makuha natin yung N natin in RPS. Okay? So, it is 1.83 revolution per second. Okay? So, ayan. Kompleto na tayo. Okay? So, ang pinapahanap sa atin is ano daw si indicated power. So, si PI. Okay? So, after nyan, pwede na tayong mag-proceed sa pag-plug in or sa pag-identify muna ng formula, and then, kapag kompleto na, tsaka tayo mag-plug in sa formula natin. Okay, so if may mga pen and paper kayo dyan, okay, so sulat nyo na yung mga given, then start tayo sulat ng formula and mag-plug in. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so ano yung indicated power? Okay, so anong formula natin for indicated power? So marami yun, di ba? Marami, pwede tayong gamitin formula na merong indicated power. Pero, ang titingnan yung sunod para malaman nyo kung ano yung gagamiting formula, ano ba yung mga given? Okay? So, ano bang meron sa atin? So, nakita nyo, binigyan tayo, ang una nyong dapat makita dyan, binigyan tayo ng indicated mean effective pressure. Okay? So, ano ba yung formula kung saan nandun si indicated mean effective pressure and nandun si indicated power? Okay? So, di ba may formula tayo doon ng general formula ng power. So, power is equal to mean effective pressure times volume displacement. Okay? Therefore, kapag si indicated hinahanap, indicated power, ang mean effective pressure natin must be also indicated din. Okay? So, times BD. Okay? So, nakita nyo, may mean effective pressure, indicated pressure. Okay? And then, hinahanap si indicated power. So, next nyong i-identify, kaya ko bang kunin si volume displaced sa given. Okay? So, di ba ang formula ni BD, okay? Etong si BD is L AN NC NP times K. Okay? So, kailangan natin dyan ng length, kailangan natin ng diameter, kailangan natin ng speed, kailangan natin ng number of cylinder, ng piston acting, and then the stroke factor. Okay? So, makikita nyo, meron tayong given na length, meron tayong bore or diameter, meron tayong number ng cylinder, number ng piston acting, meron tayong engine speed, and naka-identify naman na 4 stroke. So, ang stroke factor natin must be 1/2. So, wala na tayong kulang. Plug in na lang. Okay? So, now, solve natin. Okay? So, indicated power. So, given yung PMI or the indicated mean pressure in 586 kilo pascals. So, ang another magiging challenge nyo is unit analysis. Okay? So, 586 kilo pascals. Okay? So, kapag in-expand natin si kilopascals, ang unit natin doon is kilo Newton per meter squared. Okay? And then, length natin. Okay, so 'di ba binigay sa atin yung length as 1,125 and in meter is 1.125 meter. Okay? And then, yung A natin, okay, ito, is pi over 4 d squared. So, lagay natin, pi over 4, diameter natin is 0.75 meter squared. Okay? So, ito yan ha. So, ito yung diameter, ito yung length. Okay? And then next, engine speed. Okay? Engine speed natin is given as 110 revolution per minute and na-convert natin yon into revolution per second which is 1.83 RPS. So, lagay natin siya. 1.83 revolution per second. Okay? Then, number of cylinder. Okay, so sabi dyan, ang cylinder na meron tayo is 8. Okay? So, NC natin is 8. Times piston acting is 1. Nakalagay doon, single acting. Ito, single acting. Okay? So, kaya NP natin is 1. Okay? And then, for our K, since this is 4-stroke, K natin is 1/2. Okay? So, lagay natin siya dito, 1/2. Okay? So, ngayon, mag-unit analysis tayo. Okay? So, meter squared times meter is cubic meter. Divide mo sa second. So, cubic meter per second tong BD, while si indicated mean effective pressure is in kilonewton. Ay, patay tayo. Okay, so sorry nalobat, no? Okay, so let's answer this. Okay, so pero may nakasagot na ulit, dalawa. So yung iba, again, try mag-answer ha. Okay, so balik tayo sa units. Okay, so ang unit ng mean effective pressure natin is kilonewton per meter squared. So, cubic meter, tapos meter squared. So, ito is magka-cancel. Magka-cancel to. Yung dalawa dito. Okay? So, magiging unit natin is in kilonewton meter per second. Okay? Wherein si kilonewton meter is equal yan kay kilojoule. Okay? So, kilojoule per second. Then, si kilojoule is equal kay kilowatt. Okay? So, answer natin kapag kinuha nyo yan, 586 kilonewton per meter squared times 1.125 meter times pi over 4 times 0.75 squared times 1.83 revolution per second times 8 times 1 half. Okay? So, ang makukuha niyong answer dyan is equal to 2,130. Ano bang nakuha niyo? Okay, so 33.04. 04 unit natin is in kilowatt. Okay? So, check natin if tama ba yung answer. So, ayan. Nakalagay. Answer is 2,135.82 kilowatt. So, possible, nung nag-convert tayo dito ng revolution per second, so, kulang tayo ng decimal. So, kaya ang isa kong ma-advise sa inyo kapag mag-plug in kayo ng kinonvert nyo na, so is i-store nyo. Store. Okay? So, pero ito, acceptable na yan since 2 units lang naman, 2 decimal places lang naman yung ginagamit natin. Okay? So, may question dito sa number 4. May question kayo? Okay. So, thank you. So, yan. Last problem natin muna ngayon. Okay, so since mag-11 na, then continue natin ulit. Okay, so before ko ibigay yung laboratory nyo or yung pag-design ng power plant. Okay? So, number 5, what is the mechanical efficiency of 0.5 megawatt diesel engine if the friction power is 70 kilowatt? Okay? So, again, ganun ulit. Kung paano tayo nagsasolve. So, identify muna natin yung given and then yung unknown. Okay? So, binigyan tayo dito ng diesel engine power. So, sabi, ang power niya daw is 0.5 megawatt. So, ano tong 0.5 megawatt na to? Okay, ano yan? 0.5 megawatt.
Brake power po, ma'am.
Okay, so yan, very good. So, ito is brake power. Okay? So, another binigay sa atin is friction power. So, meron tayong friction power na 70 kilowatt. Okay? And then, ang tinatanong, simply, ano daw si mechanical efficiency? Okay? So, ayan. So, recall. Na-identify natin yung unknown, Tapos, nalaman natin kung ano yung mga given. So, next na gagawin natin is, ano yung formula na pwede natin gamitin dito para mahanap natin si mechanical efficiency. Okay? So, anong formula ni mechanical efficiency?
Brake power over indicated power.
Okay? So, brake power over the indicated power. So, ang kailangan lang tanda dito is yung energy conversion natin. So, si mechanical efficiency, makikita natin yan. So, kapag na-convert natin yung indicated into brake power. So, output natin is brake power, input natin is indicated power. So, therefore, formula natin gagamitin is mechanical efficiency is equals to brake power over the indicated power. Okay? So, given yung brake power natin. So, meron tayong 0.5 megawatt. Pero wala tayong indicated power. Ang meron lang tayo is the friction power. So, kailangan hanapin natin si indicated power. Okay, wait lang. Okay, so hanapin natin si indicated power. So, para mas maalala, okay, so sulat natin yung heat conversion natin. Okay, so 'di ba from heat, okay, so magiging indicated power, magiging brake power, and then generator. Okay? So, ngayon, ang hahanapin natin is ano si indicated knowing na meron tayong given na friction power. Ay, sorry. Knowing na meron tayong friction power given as 70 kilowatt. Okay? And then, meron din tayong brake power na 0.5 megawatt. So, ano ba yung relationship ng tatlo? Diba? Pinakita natin kanina sa formula na si friction power is si indicated power kapag binawasan natin siya ng brake power. Okay? So, therefore, si indicated power is equal to friction power plus brake power. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, pag pinagsama natin itong dalawang to, ang makukuha natin is si indicated power. Okay? So, solve natin. Pero, kailangan consistent yung unit natin. So, itong si 0.5 megawatt na yan, i-convert muna natin siya into kilowatt. Lang, erase ko muna to. Okay. So, let's convert first this 0.5 megawatt into kilowatt. Okay. So, conversion natin. Okay. So, sa 1 megawatt, meron tayong ilang kilowatt? Ilan?
1,000.
Okay, so 1,000. Okay, so therefore, yung brake power natin is 500 kilowatt. Okay? So consistent na yung unit natin. Friction power, kilowatt. Brake power, kilowatt. So makukuha na natin si indicated power. So friction power, 70 kilowatt plus brake power na 500 kilowatt. Okay? So, ang indicated power natin is equal to 570 kilowatt. Okay? So, meron na tayong indicated power. Then, alam natin si brake power, makukuha na natin yung pinapahanap sa atin na mechanical efficiency. Okay? So, wait lang. Okay, so let's solve now for the mechanical efficiency. Okay, so solving for mechanical efficiency. Okay, so again, formula natin for mechanical efficiency is brake power over the indicated power. So, given si brake power, nakuha na natin si indicated power. So, pwede na natin siya ilagay sa formula natin. So, si brake power is equal to 70 kilowatt. Then, si indicated power or 500, sorry. Okay, so brake power natin is So, brake power natin is 500 kilowatt. Indicated power natin, nakuha natin siya as 570 kilowatt. So, ilan yung mechanical efficiency natin? So, ayan. Nakuha nyo siya as 87 or 0.8772. So, para maging percent, times natin sa 100. So, si mechanical efficiency natin is 87.72%. Okay? So, papansin nyo, indicated power natin is 570, brake power is 500. So, laging si indicated power is greater than brake power due to friction loss or friction power natin. Okay? So, kaya yung mechanical efficiency natin due to losses is only 87.72%. Okay? So, check natin if tama yung sagot. Okay, so, ayan. So, final answer natin is 87.72. So, ayan, daming naka-answer. Okay. So, yan. So, may question kayo sa 1 to 5 na problem natin?
None po.
None. Okay. So, yan ha. Ganun lang yung gagawin nyo kapag nag-solve tayo. Okay? So, makikita nyo naman lahat all throughout from 1 to 5. Same yung naging approach natin. Okay? So, identify the given, identify the unknown. Okay? So, and then identify the formula to be used na dapat ano yung gagamitin mong formula na ganito yung mga given. Okay? After nun, before kayo mag-insert doon sa formula nyo, okay, so if meron kailangan conversion, i-convert nyo na. Okay? So after nun, plug in na lang kayo, unit analysis. Okay? So makukuha nyo na yung final answer natin. Okay? So ganun lang yung gagawin nyo. Okay? So may questions ba kayo?
Wala na po.
Wala na. Okay.
Opo.
Sige. So, ipo lang question. So, dismiss tayo. Tapos, mag-lunch muna kayo before tayo mag-proceed sa lab natin. Pero before yon, may sagutan muna tayo siguro na medyo, hindi naman siya sobrang hirap. Pero, mas lumevel up lang compared dun sa nasagutan natin. Okay. And then after nun, i-discuss ko sa inyo yung gagawin yung lab. Okay. So, okay. So, yun lang. So,
What time po kami babalik?
mga 12. Para maaga tayo matapos and magawa nyo na rin yung lab nyo. Okay. So, sige. Thank you.
Thank you po.